All right, so this is takeovers or sideshows. It is an absolute epidemic right now in the automotive community. We do not claim these guys. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about like the difference between real drifting and sideshows or takeovers. Not that some of these guys don't have some skill. Honestly, many of them don't. Like just doing controlled donuts like this, not that hard compared to what I'm gonna show you guys what's real drifting. The most frustrating part about this is they literally shut down intersections and people can go nowhere. There's literally people stuck that are trying to like, I don't know, get home from their job. All right, one of the biggest things with takeovers and drifting, takeovers, watch how they enter. It's generally just like a power over. They're just using the power to start the drift. There's no sort of initiation. Honestly, anyone can step on the throttle and spin out just like that.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So drifting, usually you're on a track, sometimes on the street, but generally like in an enclosed street area or not where there's crowds. And this, there's actually a goal and there's skill here. So you're doing an entry, there's a layout. Usually you're getting close to walls instead of humans. Look how close to the wall they are there. This is like true car control. To me, very clear difference. I don't know, comment below what you guys think. Do you guys think sideshows? Oh, he's getting on him there. That was sick. And this is actual tandems. The takeover kids like to think they're doing tandems and it's a whole different game. The other thing with takeovers, it's the same thing over and over again. It's literally always a circle, right? With a crowd of people. And you just whip around and do donuts and spin out. It doesn't really change all that much. This is them tandeming, by the way. This is tandeming at a takeover. What's going on here? And now this guy's just doing a burnout. Pretty hardcore though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I don't wanna just sit and talk about takeover people, even though it is really fun. I wanna know from you guys that go to these things or driving these things, what is it? Like, I wanna know, comment below. What's like, does that make you like hard because you're sitting in a car? I'm sure you feel really hard when you go flying out of the car like that. And then everyone flips out when someone gets hurt, which like, I guess is good because they're like, still have some type of empathy. But it's like, what do you expect if you're hanging in the trunk of a car with someone who has no idea what they're doing behind the wheel? You're gonna go flying out of the car.
He needs some milk!
All right, this is one of the craziest drift battles of all time. And these are obviously professional drifters. Crazy, crazy high level, but I want to show you guys the difference. Look at the entry, replay that. They're gaining speed, doing a flick, bit of a handbrake drag there. They're on a wall as well, that's not a movable object at way high speed, and that is tandem drifting, okay? Look how freaking close they are. He's matching his line. He's also trying to match the angle. The style is something that each driver does for themselves, but the main key is that line angle is matched and then as close to proximity as possible. I don't want to see anyone hit people, but if you do, but if you are gonna hit something, at least you're hitting a wall and not hurting anyone, you're just hurting the car. Unlike takeovers, where from a standstill, just dump the freaking clutch, or most of these cars are probably auto, so, and then they wall ride human.
Boy, have you lost your mind, cause I'll help you find it.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty entertaining to watch because of how stupid it is. Although I will say this, takeover people have a slight advantage with wall rides, because if you watch this next clip, their wall can just move on demand. So, just wait, right here. All right, we're getting a little wall ride here. Everyone hops out of the way. Oh God, I can't. All right, back to real drifting. Way gnarlier, way faster. And the cool thing with real drifting, if you're here, I know I'm kind of talking, but if you're here as like a takeover kid or a sideshow kid and you want to learn a little bit about drifting, what's really cool about this is there's actually like a serious goal with this. So judges will line up, they'll set certain spots where they want you to put the car, and then you battle it out. So you do one run, lead chase, and then you guys switch, lead chase, and out of it comes a winner. It's super, super gnarly, super fun to watch, even more fun to drive in. But yeah, this is professional drifting. This is drifting at some of the highest level. And it gets a ton faster than this. This is actually like a, I would say, fairly slow course in the whole grand scheme of things. But what makes this so gnarly is how it's like walled at all areas. And it's like not very wide. Okay, on a more positive note, these guys do at least know how to counter steer, but generally their throttle control is not very good. If you listen, they're like whoop, whoop, whoop. A lot of times there's something about smoothing the throttle down, but it's like one of the biggest things with drifting is how you enter the drift and then transitioning. That's what actually makes it drifting, not just doing donuts. You enter into the corner and then you transition and you keep drifting through like a layout or some type of course. rather than just like doing donuts and figure eights. One of the funnest parts about drifting is like doing a big run up, doing a big flick, like right on a wall or like really high speed. But I don't know, this just continues to look the same to me. And this is tandem. Oh, that guy spun out. Oh, almost crashed. Whereas here, real drifting, that's freaking sick. And these guys are like, these are great drivers. These aren't necessarily professionals though. This is like a grassroots drifting course. It's called Meihan, it's in Japan. Very, very famous drift track. And a lot of these guys, so what's interesting too, that was sick. So a lot of these guys are only in like 3, maybe 400 horsepower cars, whereas a lot of takeover cars are like 500, 600, 700 horsepower. And these guys are going way faster. I mean, look at Naoki there. That was freaking so sick. Okay, that's the wing over the wall like that. See it, you're at speed, you do a flick, you continue the drift. Like, that's real drifting. All right, here's what it looks like in car too. They never film in car at the street takeovers, at least when I've seen, because there's nothing to watch. What are you gonna watch? A guy just like powering over and doing donuts. By the way, I do wanna say something for you takeover and sideshow kids that are watching this. I don't necessarily dislike you, I just dislike what you guys are doing and what it does to the car community, because it impacts everyone. Like, it may be fun for you guys and it's fun to be reckless, but it impacts all of us. If you like sliding your car and you wanna see what you're capable of and you wanna actually get on track, come out to a drift event. And I feel like you'll be surprised how much more fun it is when you can actually relax a little bit and you're on a controlled environment and you get some speed going. Like, that's a freaking riot. All right, this is what tandem looks like too when you're in the chase. So he's kind of matching that line, that angle, position themselves track right, bam, nasty flick, flicking in, little drag of the handbrake. This is real drifting. This is what it's all about. So I'm like trying to give this a chance and like I'm finding more and more videos and there's nothing unique about it. Like, I want to have some people come in here and try to defend it. Please, get in the comments below. Please defend it. Tell me like why you think this is sick. All right, so this is one of the higher speed courses in drifting. Look at that shit. That is so gnarly. Just on them. That's actual tandem drifting. Like, bump in the door. You're not just like on completely in different universes doing your own thing. We also drift on banks, which is so gnarly with a wall like that. That is insane. So freaking crazy. I just don't see like how people can put takeovers and drifting and even compare them. I am talking a little bit of because I think it's really stupid. Now, you could argue that these are purpose-built drift cars, yes, but I just want to show you guys like the extreme of drifting versus like the extreme of takeovers. Those are some of those popular takeover videos and it all looks the same. Whereas drifting, it's sick when it's grassroots and low horsepower cars, and it's absolutely radical when it's high horsepower, gripped up pro drift cars. That's what it's all about. All right, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, check out this video. Peace.